What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. This stadium first held a game September 27th, 1969, where EMU upset Akron 10-3. But now Eastern Michigan here in the CFSL is trying to keep their winning streak alive after defeating Texas A&M last week. Welcome everybody inside the broadcast booth. I'm Jeff Melanishin for this one, as the MAC will get underway. As Eastern Michigan is going to start with the ball first, and it's going to be Meade in the end zone for a touchback. And that's where we will see Blake Hood, quarterback for Eastern Michigan, getting the start. And he will start in the shotgun formation, 2x2 set. Takes the snap, the lefty dropping back. He is going to be hit and sacked. And the first play of the game is a sack for big old number 99, Ben Jackson, who gets his first sack of the season. And yeah, everybody, if you're just tuning in and just hearing my voice, it is just me tonight calling this one. Eastern Michigan on 2nd down and 16. Throwing it underneath, and pass is caught by Bruce Kirk Jr. for 7 yards before he is going to be depleted after trying to corral and get some yak. But that is going to be stopped by Ace Aries, the middle linebacker, getting his first start here in week number 3. So it's 3rd down and 9 for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Shotgun snap, firing it deep downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. And going back the other way, he's at the 30, and it's going to be started in great field position. As what an interception by Ken Williams, a strong safety. First interception on the season for him, and that's going to be one he's going to be remembered for a long time. As what a start for the Toledo Rockets, as they're going to be set up deep in Eastern Michigan territory inside the red zone. Ball's going to be spotted at the 22. Tanner Jones, pistol set, and he's going to hand it off to Dallas Gregory, who's going to try to go up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Pick up a 2 on the play before he's going to be wrestled down. Tackle on the play by the free safety, Daniel Henserling. Going to add to his 11 tackles on the season. 2nd down and 8, and another handoff to Gregory. Pick up a 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Hopefully they favor better than Eastern Michigan did on their last 3rd down. Both teams having the ball, but it was Eastern Michigan with the interception on their 3rd down. Tanner Jones. Pistol set, one receiver to the top, 2 to the bottom for him. He's going to fire it to the bottom, to the right, and it's going to be caught. And turning it upfield is Trevor Parr with a 7-yard reception, and enough to move the sticks. 1st down, and the Toledo Rockets continue their drive. First down and 10, ball just inside the 10-yard line. Pistol set. Jones looking to call an audible, but he's going to keep it on the option keeper. He's going to turn upfield, break out of a tackle. He's still loose, and he's going to be tackled in the end zone for a touchdown. Look at Tanner Jones with the shiftiness and the breaking tackle ability to get into the end zone for the first points of the game. The extra point attempt by Ryan Dobbins is through the uprights and good. So Toledo with the early 7-0 lead as Tanner Jones waltzes his way into the end zone for his first rushing touchdown of the season. 21 carries, 114 yards. And that one, his first rushing touchdown, and it comes in week 3 as the kick goes into the end zone for another touchback. And now we will see what Blake Hood can do after throwing only his 3rd interception on the season. Thank you to all 38 of you joining on YouTube, watching and tuning into this one. Hood will fire it, and the pass is going to be caught by Jay Harrison for a pickup of 10. It's going to be short of the 1st down, and it's going to be 2nd down in inches. And going on in the other game, Fozzie Brown snags a pass from Ronnie Blevins as the Gators are in front, 7-0. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. 3rd down in inches. As Blake Hood in the pistol set. He's got Kirk Jr. behind, but he's going to keep it on the option keeper. And what a call it was, breaking out of a tackle. He is still loose down the sidelines. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's going to waltz his way into the end zone. Blake Hood with a 65-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles are only down by 1, pending the extra point. As that is the second rushing touchdown for Blake Hood, only 74 yards. Excuse me. Coming into this one with the carries and with first rushing touchdown of the season. So the extra point by William Davis, snaps down, kick is on the way, and his foot goes through the football, and it is through the uprights and good. So it's all knotted up at 7. Thanks to Blake Hood. The kick is going to be into the end zone. It's going to be brought out. And what a good call out there from Adam Fuller. 40-yard return. One of the better returners in the CFSL, and he is in the MAC. 7-7, 6:37 left to go. Sevens are wild. As Tanner Jones throwing it underneath. Pass is caught, breaking out of a tackle. And more tackles. Oh, the elusiveness of Trevor Parr for a pickup of 18. Already up to 25 yards on 2 receptions. Take a look at Jones and what he saw, and just getting the ball over the offense and defensive lines for the Eagles and Rockets, and finding Parr. Good route run and able to turn upfield, and the yak after the catch and breaking out of tackles as well. So the Toledo Rockets are in Eastern Michigan territory for the second time. 7-7, 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Receiver coming in motion, but it's going to be kept on the speed option by Tanner Jones, who's going to be hit and dropped for a loss of 1. Tackle on the play by 66, Freddie Trammell. That's going to be the 7th tackle for him coming into this game with 6 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. 2nd down and 11 upcoming for Jones. Going to try to set the halfback screen to Gregory, and that one's going to be read. And it's going to be broken up by Dan Baylor, the 6'2", 285-pound sophomore, 3-star from Sylvania, Ohio. His 5th tackle, his 2nd tackle for a loss on the season. So 3rd and 16 upcoming. This is not what Toledo wanted as they got into Eastern Michigan territory. 7-7. Tanner Jones dropping back. Blitz coming in a call. Great call from Eastern Michigan's defensive coordinator. And Daniel Henserling getting the sack. And that's going to force a punt here from the Toledo Rockets. Alabama misses going on in the other game. Alabama misses a 45-yard field goal. Gators still lead that one 7-0 with 5:13 to go in the first quarter. That game going on Twitch TV in the CFSL. The punt is away. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Going to be brought out past the 30 to the 31. And that's where Blake Hood is going to get his 3rd possession. First down and 10 upcoming for Blake Hood. Takes the shotgun snap, going to give it to Kirk Jr. Trying to break out of a tackle, but unlike Blake Hood, cannot do that. As Ace Aries getting his 1st tackle for loss in the CFSL, his 2nd tackle on the night. If you guys are just tuning in, Ace Aries getting the start, his 1st game in the CFSL. 3 trips to the top of the formation, wide receiver to the bottom for Hood on this 2nd down and 12 play. Pressure coming in his face, and he's just going to have to fire this one to the boundaries and out of bounds. Levy Timms goes 61 yards on a touchdown reception from Blevins as the Gators extend the lead 14-0 with the Gators on top. 3rd down and 12. Blake Hood dropping back, pressure coming in his face, fires it deep. It is caught! Completion to Zach Kelso for 57 yards, and that is deep into the red zone. It's Eastern Michigan on 3rd and a country mile. Blake Hood just chucks that one up, and to go up and get it, guy Kelso comes down with it and a little extra after the catch. Kelso, one of the better receivers in the MAC, coming in 16 receptions, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, adding to an impressive stat line for the receiver, but Blake Hood's going to be sacked here on second and on first down. He's going to be sacked for a loss of 7 on the play. That's Ben Jackson getting in there yet again and causing havoc. The pressure from Toledo is getting there, and finally maybe something is changing here where Toledo is getting the pocket collapsing, actually getting home. 2nd and 17 for Blake Hood. A little halfback draw to Kirk Jr. going up the middle. He'll pick up 8, get some of that yardage back and then some, but it's going to set up a 3rd down and 9. Two-by-two set here for Blake Hood. Kirk Jr. in the backfield. He's going to take the shotgun snap. Hood to the back of the end zone, up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Almost intercepted as well. Gave his receiver a chance, just not able to corral it. So that's going to set up an extra field goal opportunity for William Davis, who was 5 of 5, and last week was 3 for 3. Snap it down, kick is on the way. It is through the uprights and good. So William Davis remains perfect on the season and extends the lead and gives Eastern Michigan their first lead of the game at 10-7. Matthias Ebby takes a punt. .21 yards to the Alabama 7. Going on in the Alabama-Florida game. As Dallas Gregory, with his best run of the night, goes for a pickup of 14. And that's going to be 1st down and 10. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. A yard short of the 40. They're at their own 39. Tanner Jones takes the snap. He'll keep it on the option keeper. Try to get outside. Breaks out of the tackle. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play before he's going to be tackled from behind. As Eastern Michigan corralling to the football just a little bit late, though, as Daniel Bailey with the tackle. So 2nd and 3 for the Toledo Rockets, and it's going to be a handoff to Gregory up the middle for a pickup of 7. And that's going to be enough to move the chains and keep the drive alive. 1st down and 10. Gregory coming into the game with 16 carries for 79 yards. No touchdowns on the season. Looking to change that hopefully here in week 3 as Jones will keep it on the option keeper. Try to go up the right side. He will pick up 4 yards before he's going to be tackled down by Denton Jackson. 2nd and 6. Shotgun formation here for Jones. He's going to keep it again on the option, get outside, but he's going to be only getting 3 yards before Daniel Henserling yet again coming down from his free safety spot to get the tackle. 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Toledo Rockets. What does Toledo call here? They're going to be in the pistol full house in the backfield. Jones keeps on the option. He's going to throw it deep because the pocket was collapsing around him. And that's his first incompletion. Only 4 total attempts and 3 completions for Tanner Jones. And so the punting unit will come on as they don't trust Ryan Dobbins to try a long field goal here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. The punt hits at the 2 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. I want to thank everybody tuning in on YouTube to CFSL Week 3 action between the Toledo Rockets and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. 1st down and 10 for Blake Hood, who's got all sorts of time, but throws it to the receiver out of bounds, and so that is going to be an incompletion. And going on in the other game, Alabama recovers a fumble, but the drive ends with a Jake Moon scoring from 6 yards out. The Gators lead 14-7 late in the first. That one going on the CFSL Twitch page. And 3rd down and 7 here in this game is Harrison with the grab. It's still going to be 7 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd and 7. And Eastern Michigan is only 2 of 4 so far. 50%, but still looking to see if that can get a little bit higher. And it will. 3 of 5 on 3rd down as Damian Butler with a 12-yard toe drag swag on the sideline for a 1st down. First down and 10, and it's going to be a handoff to Kirk Jr. up the middle for a pickup of 4. 21 carries for 68 yards on the season for Kirk Jr., 1 touchdown, and a long of 9. So second down and 6. Hood in the pistol set, and another handoff, and the defense ready for that one as Ace Aries again with another tackle to his name, as he's having a big game here for the Rockets, really keeping Kirk Jr. at bay. And another 3rd and 6. Can they convert yet again and keep the drive alive? Pocket is starting to collapse. They drop the blitz. It's going to be close. It's going to be a yard short, and what a play by the defense of the Rockets. Ace Aries not allowing Blake Hood to get the first down. And you could risk it here, but it is the first quarter, so Eastern Michigan's going to punt this away under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Oh, and what a shifty move, breaking out of a tackle, Adam Fuller. 19-yard return, and Toledo will be set up close to midfield. So first down and 10, 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Eastern Michigan on top, 10-7. And it's going to be a handoff to Dallas Gregory going up the middle for a pickup of 2 before he's going to be wrestled down by Michael Brockman. 6 foot, 230-pound middle linebacker making his presence felt on Gregory. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Blitz coming off the edge, but it was spotted by Tanner Jones and fired to the way where the blitz was coming from by Jeremy McMahon for a pickup of 10, first down, and we're under 10 minutes to go under 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jones doesn't have to run the play if he doesn't want to, but he will. It's going to be a handoff to Gregory, who trucks through a defender, is stumbling and fumbling for a pickup of 5. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter, where Eastern Michigan, thanks to a field goal, is on top, 10-7. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the CFSL on the PX1 Sports YouTube. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be a Tanner Jones option keeper up the right side. That's going to be enough for the first down. Pick up 9. If you're just tuning in, I'm Jeff Melanishin. I'm doing the broadcasting here for the MAC in this one between Toledo and Eastern Michigan. Going on in the other game, John Johnson recovers a Florida fumble, and the Crimson Tide cap off the drive with a Doug Day running it in for a touchdown. There's number 10 ranked Alabama now tied with the Florida Gators, 14-14 with a minute to go in the first. 2nd and 5 upcoming for Tanner Jones. He's going to be in the pistol set. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. He's going to hand it off to Gregory right up the middle. There's going to be a fumble on the play. Gregory fumbles the football just as he was going down to the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Eastern Michigan. The first turnover for Toledo in this game, as they had a drive going. It's going to be interesting to see if Eastern Michigan decides to throw the challenge flag. Instead, the booth chimes in on this one. It's going to be a booth review, as we will see. Was Gregory down? And it looks like his elbow just hit. Bang, bang plays, they like to say, just before the ball comes out. So Gregory, it's going to be interesting. I do believe that it's going to be reversed. And it will. So it will be a first down play. First down run by Dallas Gregory as the drive continues for Eastern Michigan. For Toledo, first down and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Gregory trying to go up the left side. And Ace Aries, the middle linebacker coming in and playing some running back. It's going to be a pickup of 4 on his first carry of his CFSL career as a halfback. 2nd and 6, pistol set look for Jones, who's going to hand it off. Not able to do much, if anything, for Dallas Gregory. It's going to be a loss of 3, courtesy of Denton Jackson, the strong safety, coming down. It's coming over from Melbourne, Australia, all the way to Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's the tackle. 3rd down and 9, still going to stay in the pistol set. Jones drops back, throwing it on the run to Gregory, not able to break out of the tackle. And who else but Jackson yet again, adding to an already impressive stat line for Denton Jackson. And it's going to hold to a field goal attempt by Ryan Dobbins. Snap is down, kick is on the way. It is no good. He hooks it. Not able to get it going as it stays to the right. And that's no good as Toledo squanders an opportunity to tie the game at 10. 10-7, 7:18 left to go. Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo. This one is going to be a handoff to Kirk Jr. for a pickup of 2. Eastern Michigan in the all greens. Meanwhile, Toledo in the all whites. Den Jackson, it's going to be Flake Hood, takes off and runs with it after seeing nothing downfield. He takes off for no gain. Mikey DePinto with his first tackle of the game. And on the season, that's going to be number 11 for him, coming in with 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks for DePinto. Halfback screen, trying to set that up. Hood to Kirk Jr. breaks out of a tackle. He's got the first down. 12-yard reception for Kirk Jr. He's up to 19 receiving yards on 2 receptions. So first down, Eagles. Hood dropping back, moving around the pocket, and fires it to Kirk Jr. A nice safety blanket there for a pickup of 13. First down, and the chains will move yet again for the Eagles. Running back going in motion out of the backfield. Hood throws it over the middle to Zach Kelso. His name, remember, on that long throw in the first quarter. And there gets his second reception. And a pickup of 8 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. 2-by-2 set. Hood will keep it on the option and turns upfield just in the nick of time. I thought for sure he was going to keep going up the left side. Cuts it upfield, gets enough for the first down. As Hood will add to an impressive stat line in the rushing department. First down and 10. Hood, the lefty, will sling it to the right. And the pass is going to be caught by Haggins. It's going to be for a loss of 2 as defense gets home for the Rockets. And Ace Aries yet again with a big tackle. Already 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss in this contest. Second and 12 for Hood, setting up the halfback screen. This worked in the first time they ran it on this drive, but it's going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage as Aaron Azell gets his hand up and gets the deflection. So 3rd down and 12 for Eastern Michigan. Hood dropping back from shotgun set, firing it deep, almost intercepted. It falls incomplete. Oh, Toledo is going to want to have that one back because that was a sure opportunity to change and flip the momentum. Jake Moon rumbles in for it. Has his second rushing touchdown of the night. And what a game that Jake Moon is having, and has Alabama on a 21-0 run against Florida as they lead 21-14 early in the second quarter. That one going on Twitch. 1st and 10 now for Tanner Hendricks, tight end coming in motion from right to left. And it's going to be a handoff to Gregory, trying to go up the left side. And it's going to be only for a pickup or 2 before the defense for Eastern Michigan collapses. Second down and 8. Pistol set, handoff to Gregory. Just gets through the small little hole that was there made by the offensive line. It's going to be this big pickup there. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 as Toledo looking to right the ship on 3rd down conversions. 1 of 4. They definitely need to get that going a little bit closer to 50-50 if they're going to have a chance to win this game and pull it out. Tanner will keep it on the option, and it's gonna be a late pitch. No, he won't. He'll keep it all the way and get enough for the first down, pick up a 4.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Eastern Michigan 196 total yards. Toledo right behind 120, but still plenty of time left to go in this one. Handoff to Aries, who breaks out of a tackle, lowers his shoulder, takes a body with him. Pickup of 11 on the play. As he does it both on defense and on offense, being a key addition, new addition, rightfully so, for the Toledo Rockets. Tight end coming in motion yet again. Handoff to Gregory, but it's not going to do much. Not even able to get back to the line. Then Jackson came down and again making a big play on the halfback. Gonna hold him for a loss of 2 and another TFL for Denton Jackson. Second and 12. Jones moving around in pocket, doesn't see anything he likes. He just got to throw this one to the sidelines. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 12. The defense for Eastern Michigan swarming all over the place, not giving Tanner Jones, any real passing lanes for him to convert. But can they convert it with the halfback screen? Ace Aries pick up a 5, still going to be short by 7 yards. The defense again for Eastern Michigan coming to play. Gaden Bedford with the tackle. That's his 8 coming in, 17 tackles on the season, and a big one there to force another punt from Toledo. Going to be brought up just past the 25-yard line before being wrestled down on the play. And we'll see what Blake Hood has in store for this offense. That's really been kind of non-existent for most part of the second half. It's going to be a handoff, trying to get Kirk Jr. going. Pickup of 2 on the play, but again, the defenses are coming to play here in this one after what seemed like it was going to be a very offensive night early in the first quarter. Under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Eastern Michigan on top, 10-7. Hood dropping back. Going to take a shot to the sidelines. Slow drag swag by Matt Billings for 22. Nice post route. And Hood just throwing it from the far hash. Able to get that one all the way over to the left side. I know the scouts, he's only going to have to slow the roll there, but he is a sophomore. And the fact that he can make that kind of throw could be big for him, even going into the next level, into the Power 3 next season. Who knows? Kirk Jr. with a pickup of 10 on the play, and that's going to be a 1st down. As Eastern Michigan now inching ever so closer to the CFSL red zone. 1st down and 10 for Hood. Pistol set, drops back. This one is going to be incomplete. Meanwhile, going on in the Alabama-Florida game, Alabama receiver Zach Stone scores for the Crimson Tide that now lead 28-14 with 3:38 left to go in the first half. And this one thrown to Jay Harrison as the Hood-Harrison connection looking good. Pickup of 8 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. And 3rd down is where Eastern Michigan seems to have the edge on the Toledo Rockets. Forward 8 on 3rd down is Blake Hood and the Eastern Michigan offense. And this one, can he connect? Yes, he will. What a beautiful lob throw across the middle of the field. And the pass is caught by Damian Butler. 1st down as they are in now the CFSL red zone. 1st down and 10. Hood will keep it on the option keeper, trying to get outside and getting off the block and making a big tackle is Brian Hicks. The 3rd corner for Toledo with a big tackle on Blake Hood. 2nd and 13. Hood throwing it underneath. Pass is caught by Harrison for a pickup of 5, setting up 3rd down and 9. Under 2 minutes to go, a minute 43 to be exact. 5 of 9, looking to make this 6 of 10. Hood in the shotgun formation takes the snap. Blitz coming. Picks it up, throwing it across the middle, but it's going to be a diving deflection made by the free safety, Pete McMahon. And it's going to set up a field goal by William Davis. Already made one tonight. The kick is through the uprights and good, so Eastern Michigan extends the lead 13-7 here late in the first half. Minute 26 left to go, and Toledo has all 3 timeouts. plenty of time for the veteran Tanner Jones to maybe get this offense going that really hasn't gotten going since the end of the first quarter. First and 10, ball at their own 25. Jones from the pistol set will fire it. Pass is going to be caught. What a throw by Jones as he finds Trevor Parr, who's now up to 41 yards receiving on 3 receptions. Beautiful post route again. These post routes seem to be killing both teams as Eastern Michigan's done it, and now it looks like Toledo is giving Eastern Michigan a taste of their own medicine. The ball is now up close to the 41-yard line, still in their own territory, though. First down and 10, and getting out of bounds and saving a timeout at that. Jones moving around in pocket and will fire it. Pass is going to be caught by Elon Olive. But he is going to be laid out and decked just before he could get the first down. 2nd and inches upcoming as Toledo burns their first timeout. Ooh, as Jones cannot get that throw over the outstretched hands, and it falls incomplete as Duke Spencer, a new addition to Eastern Michigan, will get credited with the PD. Option, and what a pitch late. Gregory breaking out of a tackle. He's loose to the 35, and that's where he's going to be tackled, getting into Eastern Michigan territory, where Daniel Henserling puts a kibosh to that before Gregory can get anything else. Going on in the Florida-Alabama game, Florida misses a short field goal, still trails 28-14 late in the second quarter. That one going on the PX1 Sports Twitch page. Under a minute to go, as Jones was just going to have to fire this one again to the sidelines. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Jones doing a good job of just taking what the defense gives him. If he doesn't see anything, he's going to chuck that one out of bounds and live to fight another day. As Jones will try to set up the halfback screen, but Gregory's going to be swarmed by the Eagles. And for a loss of 5. 3rd and 15, 52 seconds left to go. Both teams now with 1 timeout remaining. Another halfback screen. Can he get to the outside? No, he can't. A loss of 6, and basically Toledo has gone out of field goal range unless they want to try a really long field goal for Ryan Dobbins, who's only long on the season is a 48-yarder. And with 46 seconds left to go, Eastern Michigan is going to just play the clock game and let this one probably go to halftime. 4th and 21. So what a stand by Eastern Michigan. As soon as Toledo got in with the great designed pitch play, or the option play with Tanner Jones and Dallas Gregory in a little late pitch, but still, Eastern Michigan, as soon as Toledo got into Eastern Michigan territory, they put the kibosh to that with a couple of big TFLs. So with 7 seconds left, the punt is away, and it's going to not even be fair caught. It's going to be brought out, so 2 seconds left for Eastern Michigan. As Blake Hood now with a chance to maybe throw a little bit of a Hail Mary here to close out this first half. So this will be the last play of the first half. 13-7. It's going to be a handoff to Kirk Jr., and they're just going to ride this one. Pick up a 7 on the play, and that's the end of the first half. But going on in the Florida-Alabama game, Ronnie Blevins throws his 3rd touchdown pass of the night. 2nd touchdown catch for Fozzie Brown as the Gators pull within 7 and trail 28-21. And now we've come to the halftime break. Eastern Michigan and Toledo. Eastern Michigan on top 13-7. It was Toledo that got the scoring started on their first drive after an interception that they got on Blake Hood on 3rd down, because Eastern Michigan had the ball first. As you take a look right there, there's the interception that Hood threw, and they capitalized on that, made it 7, but then Eastern Michigan has done all the scoring since then. 13 unanswered points here, and Toledo really hasn't gotten an answer since their first possession of the game. As you take a look at the halftime stats, the passing yards in favor of Eastern Michigan, the rushing yards in favor of Toledo, this is pretty much what people probably expected coming into this one. But again, that turnover that Blake Hood had really didn't cost him, although it cost him 7 points early. The defense has come to play since then and put a kibosh to anything that Tanner Jones and the Toledo Rockets had in store. As Toledo will get the ball first to start the second half, and they will start at their own 25-yard line as Elon Olive gets the ball 22 yards on the return. We'll see what halftime adjustments Toledo has made. Definitely, I think they need to get the passing game going, as the rushing game can only do so much for you before Eastern Michigan starts to collapse. So first down and 10. They're going to keep it on the option keeper with Jones. He has the speed to be a real factor, but really hasn't been that, as it's going to be a pickup of 5 before he's going to be tackled by Daniel Henserling, who gets his 7th tackle and also has 1 TFL and a sack to his name tonight. Second and 5. Tight end coming in motion from left to right. Have a run to Dallas Gregory for a pickup of 5 and enough to move the chains. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Toledo Rockets. And going on in the Alabama-Florida game, Fozzie Brown goes 90 yards for his 3rd receiving touchdown as the Gators tie it up at 28 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10. Tanner Hendricks orchestrating a good drive here to start, but this is going to be a loss of 1 on the play thanks to the big man, Freddie Trammell Jr. getting in there and getting TFL. And it seems like this is exactly Toledo gets close to midfield, gets a little bit past, but then the defense for Eastern Michigan starts to swarm. But this is going to be a handoff to Aries going up the left side. Good hole from the Toledo offensive line. And it's going to be a pickup of 11 on the play, setting up a 3rd and 1, as Aries has looked really good to be the complement to Dallas Gregory, but you got to wonder about Adam Fuller and his role in this Toledo offense going forward. As Tanner Jones with a loss of 3. And again, Duke Spencer, tackle for a loss, as Jones not able to pitch it. It would have been a real risky pitch play, but instead decides to just take the loss, and Toledo will have to punt this away. And sooner or later, you're going to have to start taking some risks if you're the Toledo Rockets. The punt hits at the 5 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And so Eastern Michigan stands tall as soon as Toledo gets close to midfield with Toledo's first possession of the second half. Now it shifts to Blake Hood and the Eastern Michigan offense and what they do in their first drive. And they're going to start with a halfback draw to Bruce Kirk Jr., who's going to go for no gain on the play before he's going to be tackled by Aaron Heil. So second and 10. Hood dropping back on second down. Pressure coming off the edge, but he's picked up nicely. And he's going to fire a pass to Zach Kelso. And he's going to dive and make a catch as he's up to 84 yards on 3 receptions. First down, Eastern Michigan. Going on in the Alabama-Florida game, another update as that one's hot and heavy. Alabama kicks a field goal with 1 second remaining in the first half. Crimson Tide take the lead 31-28 into halftime. Going on the PX1 Sports Twitch page. First down and 10 for Blake Hood. Pressure collapsing around him. He takes off and runs with it, and it's going to be a first down. He's still on his feet. He broke out of that tackle, but he's not going to break out of the next one made by a good play by Baker Gordon, able to get over there and get the tackle. Let's take a look at Hood. He sees nothing downfield. A couple wailing diving attempts. Aaron Heil with the tackle. Baker Gordon, so apologize for that, as Heil with the tackle. Good job from the linebacker to get downfield. And handoff to Kirk Jr., pickup of 1 before he's wrestled down. Second down and 9 upcoming for Eastern Michigan. Coming up to 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Pistol set in the backfield. Maybe a handoff to Kirk Jr. trying to get outside to the left. Defense is there, and who else but Ace Aries coming in, making a tackle. It's It's going to be 3rd and 7 as Aries now up to 9 tackles. And 50% for Eastern Michigan on 3rd down tonight, 5 of 10. Trying to set up the halfback screen. Kirk turns upfield, and he's going to be pushed out just inches short. Haggins, with the reception. He came in for a very tired Kirk Jr. And it's going to be 4th and inches, and they're going to try a William Davis field goal. His long on the season is 54. Snap is down. Kick is on the way. It is no good. Wide to the left. A little bit of a risky play there for Eastern Michigan. Probably would have liked to see them maybe try to punt and maybe pin Toledo back because the offense has really stalled out. But now you're getting Toledo an opportunity here as the ball will be at Toledo's own 37-yard line. Gregory will start with a carry, trying to go up the left side, gets hit, shrugs that off, and then turns it upfield for a pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 upcoming. Give a shout out to all 48 viewers on YouTube right now checking this one out. Thank you everybody for tuning in. As Ace Aries will get a carry, and the first real carry that he's had a loss on the play as a TFL by the Eastern Michigan defense. I believe that was Duke Spencer, again, a new addition making his presence felt. 13-7, Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo. 4:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hendricks will fire it, and Jones will fire it, and it falls incomplete. 4th down and 9, and again, Toledo, their offense really hasn't been there tonight for most of this game, and still the struggles continue. The punt is away. It's going to be fielded at the 20. The punt, he gets through one tackler and gets past the 30 to around the 32-yard line with 4:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Some of your viewers are just tuning in, 13-7. There's been 13 unanswered points for Eastern Michigan after Toledo scored the first points of the game. As Jay Harrison, with a loss of 2 on a receiver screen, is the blocking not getting downfield, and Toledo ready for that one, swarms to it and gets the TFL. Jack Dawson, the corner, coming up big on that play, setting Eastern Michigan back 2 yards from the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down for Hood. Nice pocket, fires it, but the receiver again is out of bounds, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Costly mistake by the receiver to get pushed out and not attempt to come back in. 3rd and 12. Eastern Michigan looking to convert a 3rd down, and it's not going to happen here. Going to be 4th down upcoming as the halfback screen not working as the Rockets swarm to it and get the tackle. Coming up with under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Punt is away. And Toledo, it's just a back and forth punting affair here in the 2nd half. As Toledo, a little bit better starting field position here, gets the ball out close to the 45-yard line, still in their own territory, but hopefully something to get this offense going as they're at their own 46. 1st down and 10. Shotgun formation. Jones keeps down the option keeper, goes right up the middle, pick up a 7 on the play. And Jones, as soon as he turns upfield and he gets that option game going, could be enough to maybe pull the defense in, pull the safeties down, maybe hit a shot over the top to one of these receivers. 13-7, Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo. Jones again will keep it on the option keeper, get just enough as the tackle pulls him across the 1st down marker. And again, Toledo moving the chains here. This is exactly, if you're a Toledo player, coach, or fan, this is what you want to see here on this drive here in the 2nd half. Jones again will keep it on the option. Quick move to turn up and pick up 5 yards before he's going to be brought down. As Jones now up to 48 yards rushing on the night. 2nd and 5 upcoming. Jones again will keep it on the option keeper. Go and will be lined up in the exact middle of the field. 1st down and 10. There's now Jones starting to get going here a little bit. Maybe the Eastern Michigan defense getting a little tired, as both teams' defenses should be getting gassed here, as both of them have had to make big stops. Jones again. I don't know how much stamina he has left, but he's going to give it all on, seems like on this possession, as he keeps it for a pickup of 6, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. Remember, coming up after this, at around 8:45, you got Miami and Clemson going on Twitch. Meanwhile, here on YouTube, it's going to be Kent State taking on Ball State. Jones, option, so far he's kept it. A late pitch to Aries, who's going to get inside the 10. Will be tackled around the 8-yard line, 13 yards for Ace Aries. First down and goal. Jones will keep it. Shakes out of one tackle, but he's going to be decked by Daniel Enserling. Luckily, he held on to the football. Not many hits Jones can take. Coming up under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and goal. What seems it is one of the better drives that Toledo has had, is they were set up on their first scoring drive thanks to an interception. And here, this one is going to be the first drive where they got into the red zone since they started back on their own side of the field, as Ace Aries will be tackled for a loss of 1 thanks to Duke Spencer. And he's going to have another TFL, 3rd down and goal. Now, as you take a look, Toledo, if you're seeing that, don't need to adjust your TV sets or computers. 3 of 10 on 3rd down. Handoff to Gregory. Trying to get a little shifty, but the shiftiness might have cost him there, as he's going to be tackled at the 5-yard line. And so Toledo will have to attack the field goal by Ryan Dobbins.
False start, offense.
And now false start. Going to push him back a little bit.
Still 4th down.
And Ryan Dobbins, this one should be a chip shot for him. Snaps down, kick is on the way. Dobbins punches it through, and it's going to be 13-10. Toledo now down 3 points. And one of the better drives that we've seen from Toledo in this game, and it could be, is it the turning point where Toledo maybe gets the momentum in their defense that has done really well against Eastern Michigan, especially in the second half. Do they get the stop that they need and get Toledo, the offense, the ball back? We'll see. Meanwhile, going on with the Florida-Alabama game, cornerback Sidney Banks Jr. records his 2nd interception of the night. Gators miss a field goal, still down 31-28. 3-point game going on Twitch. 13-10, here's the score, as Hood will keep it on the option keeper and turn it upfield for a 1st down. Hood's been impressive, even though despite that interception he had in the very first possession of the game back in the first quarter on 3rd down. Blake Hood will again keep it and pick up 6 on the play. It's going to be setting up a 2nd down and 4. Pistol set for Hood, who keeps it on the option, and good job from Toledo to actually take out Kirk Jr., who would have been the pitch man, but instead Hood still enough to get the 1st down. And it's going to be 1st down and 10, getting close to midfield, 2 yards short of the midfield stripe. Hood dropping back here on 1st down and 10. We'll fire it to Kirk Jr. coming out of the backfield for a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3 upcoming. Second and 3, under 16 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk Jr. is going to get it on the outside. And Hagen's going to turn upfield for a pickup of 11 before he's going to be pushed out of bounds. But not before he picks up the 1st down. Total yards in favor of Eastern Michigan, 351 to 237. Hood from the pistol set, short drop throw, he's going to fire it. He had the receiver open, but it falls incomplete. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Everybody put your 4s up in chat. Also, who do you think is going to pull this one out? A 3-point game. Do you think Toledo or Eastern Michigan? And the 4th quarter will be back right after this as you're watching the PX1 Sports on YouTube. start of the fourth quarter. You're just joining us. I'm Jeff Melanish, coming to you live from Ypsilanti, Michigan, home of the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Start of the fourth quarter, Hood will fire it, but it's going to be incomplete. Third down and 10, the receiver blanket coverage down that one on the sidelines, and it falls incomplete. So third and 10. Hood drops it back, firing it. Oh, what a shot from Erie. What a human missile. Looked like he was launched as he goes at the receiver. Wow. Wow. As the receiver just got planted in the ground, Damian Butler. Ooh. 4th and 2. We'll see a William Davis field goal. Snap is down, kick is on the way through the Ypsilanti, Michigan air, and it's good. As Eastern Michigan extending the lead again back to 6 and 16-10. Going on in the Alabama-Florida game, we have an update for you. Brogan Spraw gets a foot down on a 22-yard touchdown pass to the back of the end zone as the Crimson Tide extend their lead to 10, as the lead is 38-28. That game going on Twitch. Handoff. Jones will give it to Gregory, turning it upfield, picking up 11 yards. It's going to be a first down. As the fourth quarter just going to get underway here. 8:25 to go. There is no more guaranteed quarters outside of overtime. Handoff to Gregory up the middle for a pickup of 6. It's going to be second down and 4. Gregory doing some nice things here for Toledo, being a nice change of pace to Tanner Jones. Jones dropping back from the pistol. Will fire it, almost intercepted. That would have been a pick 6 for sure. It falls incomplete. As Jones getting a little shaky here. This is not what Toledo wants to see. Jamal Haggins was looking ripe for a pick 6. 3rd and 4 now for Jones. Tried to set up the halfback screen, but the pressure gets there. He shut off one tackler, but not going to shake off the rightfully one of having his better game, strong safety, Denton Jackson, getting in there and a big tackle on Jones, not to get the screen off. You never know what can happen. 4th down and 8, and Toledo will have to punt this football back to Eastern Michigan, who just put up 3 points to extend the lead to 6. Punt is away, and it's going to be brought past the 35. Just want to give a shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Willie Davis, Sean Moore, Zachary Kelso, also known as Zach Kelso, Aaron Hill, Squiddy's in chat, Beaver Achilles. If I missed anybody, I see Mears in chat as well. If I missed anybody, Blake Hood is in chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this one. 16-10, Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo. Kirk Jr. with a first down reception, and it's going to be first down and 10 as they get the ball just past midfield. As Ace Aries with his 11th tackle, 2 tackles for loss. Receiver throw out quick to the left side. It's going to be turned upfield by Jay Harrison. Pick up a 5 on the play. And those you got to take with it just a grain of salt. Whatever you can get from a receiver screen, it's either pick 6 or just a short, or it could be a big gain. You just never know. It's almost like a halfback screen. 2nd and 5, another screen for the receiver, and this time Kirk Jr. is going to get it on the Jets screen play, and that's going to be first down and 10 as Eastern Michigan starting to wrinkle in some nice play calling here to get the Rockets defense really moving from sideline to sideline. Hood with a blitz coming from the corner position on the left side, sees it, fires it to Kirk Jr. who were going to that left side, so throw it where they're coming from is what they always say on a blitz. And that's going to be a pickup of 9, 2nd and 1. Hood will keep it on the option keeper, turning upfield with it and getting enough for the first down and getting into the CFSL red zone. First down and 10. Hood is now up to 109 rushing yards on 21 carries. Both quarterbacks really getting it going here with their legs. Haggins trying to get to the left, but can't get through as Toledo, he was only able to get 4, but Toledo able to get there and corral him before he was able to turn upfield. So 2nd down and 6, ball is just close to the 10-yard line. They're going to stay around the 11. Hood will keep it. He's got the block on the edge, and he will walk into the end zone for a rushing touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And just like that, Eastern Michigan pulling away. And there's a runaway freight train. Going on in the Florida-Alabama game, Ronnie Blevins throws his 5th touchdown pass of the night as the Gators down by 3 early in the 4th quarter. The score is 38-35, and they go for 2, Eastern Michigan, but Hood not able to get to the end zone. And it's going to be just inches short, so that's going to be no good. Still, 12-point game as Eastern Michigan tried to make it 14. And so Toledo will get the ball with under 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Definitely needing to get it going here. And they're going to have to start maybe going for it on 4th down, get some momentum and whatever they can on this drive here. This is a big series for them with 5:47 left to go. Pistol set, Gregory will start it out. Oh, nice change of direction. Good vision for him as he was going up the right side, saw the left side was wide open, planted his foot, and picked up 8 yards and setting up 2nd down and 2. Second and 2, Jones will keep it, turning it upfield on the left side, gets enough for the 1st down, pickup of 8, as he's getting over 100 yards, rushing up to 107 on 19 carries. Trammell with 8 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Pistol set, look, there's going to be a handoff to Adam Fuller for a pickup of 3. It's going to be setting up a 2nd down and 7. Good job from the Eastern Michigan defense to corral him before he was able to get going as Daniel Bailey with another tackle. 2nd and 7. Jones will keep it. Oh, the option looked like it was the pitch man went for a block instead. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Jones not able to get going. He's definitely going to have to start using his arm if there's any hope. The defense for Eastern Michigan standing tall. 3rd and 6. And it's going to be a handoff to Gregory. He's going to shrug off one tackle. It's going to be close, 4th and inches. And I got to say it, you got to go for it if you're Toledo. And they will. Under 5 minutes to go, 4:26. Pistol set. Jones will keep it. The option on the sideline. He could be gone. There's Denton Jackson, one man to beat, and Jackson will corral him. I thought he was gone, but the wheels for Denton Jackson to get there as the last line of defense from the strong safety spot, coming all the way over from the left side, all the way to the right, able to stop a touchdown run for Tanner Jones. But Jones gets it into the red zone. Pistol full house in the backfield. Jones is going to keep it. Probably getting a little tired after that long run. What a play by Zach Warren to get his 2nd tackle. And a tackle for loss to his name here tonight. 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Rockets. Handoff to Aries. Trying to go up the right side. It's going to be short 2 yards of the 1st down marker. Aries up to 44 yards, playing both sides in his first action as a Toledo Rocket. With the middle linebacker coming over and wanting to play some offense. 3rd and 2. Hendricks. Jones will keep it on the option. The pitch man was there but was taken away. And it's going to be 1st down and goal. So Toledo expected when they needed a big drive, able to convert that 4th down, keep this drive alive, and now they're just 2 yards from Pater. 3:18 left to go. Oh, another costly false start for Toledo. Jones trying to get the hard count going, but not able to get his own guy to jump, not the defense. Costly, moving him back 5 yards. And if you guys watch enough CFSL action, you know that when you're at the goal to go, when you get a false start penalty like that, it could just set the drive back. As Aries, with a gain, gets that 5 yards back, setting up 2nd down and goal. Jones with the full house in the backfield and the pistol set. Hands it to Gregory. Can he get into the end zone? No, he's going to be short just by a couple inches. Third down and goal upcoming. I got to say, if they want to go back to that play, the hole was there. It's Eastern Michigan with 4 down defensive linemen here on 3rd and goal. Under 3 minutes to go. Handoff to Fuller. Shakes off a tackle, and he gets in as he was tackled from behind and was pushed in by the walk-on. Not able to get the tackle. And so Toledo draws just a little bit closer. They are still hanging around. A 12-play, 72-yard drive by Tanner Jones is exactly what Toledo needed. But going on in the Alabama-Florida game, Richie Carrion prevents a Florida touchdown by way of an interception. 6:30 to go in Gainesville in that one. If you want to head over there, PX1 Sports Twitch page, that one's going to be a good one. Definitely, guys should go over there and check that one out because that's still a close game. First down and 10 going on over here, 22-17, Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo. If you were expecting maybe some high-scoring affair, that's pretty much not what it has been because Eastern Michigan and Toledo, their defenses have come to play. And definitely, if you were expecting air numbers, Blake Hood has put the ball in the air a little bit more than Tanner Jones, but it's been the running quarterbacks and their legs getting it done here in this one, and this is a big opportunity. I'm surprised Toledo kicked this one away, but with 3 timeouts, their defense could come up big. But Blake Hood, he's going to take what I said and throw it back in my face as he picks up 10 yards and enough for me to change as Aaron Heel will get the tackle. Under 2 minutes left to go. Toledo's going to have to start using their timeouts. Another first down here could prove costly. Kirk Jr. will get it. Turning upfield. What a cut. And he gets to the 40. And before he's going to be tackled, pick up a 20 on the play. And gets into Toledo territory. Take a look right there. Nice little cut. And left the defender in his dust. As Ken Williams, a strong safety, got turned around on that one. Good plant by Kirk Jr. to turn upfield. 1:49 left to go. He actually got out of bounds to save a timeout, but the defense for Toledo starting to get gashed here in a drive that they desperately need to start getting some stops. So first down, and Toledo will have to burn a timeout. 1:44 left to go. Still plenty of time for Toledo if they could get a stop. And they will. Blake Hood only picking up one there as Toledo burns their second timeout. Kyle will get the tackle. Impressive stat for the middle linebacker, the outside linebacker for Toledo. But there it is, going to get gashed yet again by Kirk Jr. for a pickup at 16. And this is what Eastern Michigan wanted to do here late, is just ice this game away in Toledo with no timeouts remaining. Kirk Jr. trying to get to the left side, breaks out of a tackle, going to be tackled in bounds. Oh man, I thought he was going to go close to the edge and get pushed out. But the clock continues to roll with 2nd and 5 upcoming. Basically, Toledo needs any sort of turnover they can get. Hand off to Haggins, trying to get outside. He's going to be tackled. As you know, the corner wants to really try to do something, but really here in this spot, you just got to put 2 hands on the football. 3rd and 5. Under 20 seconds to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Going to snap it with 2. Handoff. Trying to go up the right side this time. Kirk Jr. is going to be tackled for a loss of 2 on the play, courtesy of Aaron Heil. And 7 seconds left to go. They really cannot snap this football, can they? No, they won't, and that's going to do it. Eastern Michigan going to prevail over Toledo, 22-17, as Eastern Michigan moves to 2-1. Meanwhile, Toledo will fall to 0-3. Meanwhile, still going on, Ronnie Blevins scrambles in. Florida takes a 42-38 lead with 3:35 to go in the game. That's going on PX1 Twitch page, so be sure right now to tune into that one.